Welcome back to Folklore, the Affliction, where I'm suffering from an affliction, a bad cold. But we're gonna struggle along here, all right? A couple of things. I just keep getting this wrong. And the reason I'm getting it wrong is because I think Aura 1 is throwing me off. Because Aura 1 means the range around the target, whereas this does not. The flank 1 here doesn't mean 1 like a range, it means 1 extra damage. So the +4 always happens on the stiletto. Just you get 1 extra damage if an ally is attacking the same, it's an adjacent. So I think I finally figured that one out. And one thing I'm going to do, because I will be heading to town after this, and you're thinking, wait a second, you can't do that. Well, yeah, you can. This is my game, and that's how I'm going to play it. Somebody suggested in the comments, there's lots of house ruling on traveling on the roads. Instead of always getting a road event every single time, for the roads, they roll a 1d6. And on a 1, you get an event, and on anything else, you don't. So it's just not an automatic. And off-road is a 1 in 4. And I think I'm going to do that because it just seems ridiculous that you get these horrible road events just continuously to hammer you down when the game's already difficult enough. So that's kind of a house rule I'm going to adopt. Alright, let's get into the finishing up this battle and see what happens. Alright, we have one more round for the aura for our Arcanist, and she's got the -1 damage aura. Alright, let's see who's going to be attacking who. So we got 2 skeletons, and they can each hit either. So for the first one, we're going to use the bone die for our Arcanist, the black die for Madmartigan. So the first skeleton, the highest is what he will go for. We'll re-roll if we get a tie. So the first skeleton goes for our Arcanist, of course, and the second one, a 10. So it goes, so one for one. Okay. So the first skeleton is going to be attacking Arcanist, and we don't want him to hit. Rolls a 95. 95. And because she's sickened, she has to roll 2 4-sided dice and take the most damage, whichever one. So a 1 and a 4. God dang it. The sickened condition is sickening. So she's going to take 4 damage. She gets -1. And the skeletons do 1d4 plus 1. So she takes 4 more damage. And as you can see, this gets pretty ridiculous. Alright, so 4 more damage for Arcanist. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's down to 7. 7 health. Alright, now we get another attack against Madmartigan from the other one. And let's see. Let's hope it gets rotten luck. And it rolls a 76. And we're not doing any calculations. It hits Madmartigan. Well, it does 1d4 plus 1. So let's see what we get. And that would be 2 plus 1, 3 damage against Madmartigan. But Madmartigan is going to use, once again, a power point to negate 1d4 damage. And so he's going to spend another power point, going down to 3. So he took 3 damage, but he can negate 1d4 of it. So he negates 1. 1. So he takes 2 damage. Yeah, we're going down. All right, 17. All right, at least we get to hit now. Oh, and the other thing I forgot, we have this lovely soaring halberd. Why was I not using it? Because I forgot about it. But we're going to be using this one. And so that's what we're going to do for Madmartigan. Let's begin with our Arcanist. She's going to attack that skeleton. And she has +4 and +3, +7. So she's got a +7. And she rolls a 75. Oh yeah, easily hitting. They only have a defense of 38. And she does. She will also spend one of her power points to add +2 damage. So all in all, she's doing +4 damage. A d4 +4. So 2, so 6 damage. It kills it. Oh dear. Alright. This one is out of here. Cool. Get rid of that skeleton. And we're over to Madmartigan. He will attack the second one. Alright, but before we get to Madmartigan's attack, we're still not quite finished with our Arcanist's turn, because you can attack and then you can move. She's not adjacent to two of them anymore, so she can move, and she can also perform this action. So she's going to move one to here. And yeah, so she attacked. Now she's moving, and she will attempt to open the door. And Madmartigan will keep this guy busy. I don't see why that doesn't work. So to open it, she needs a Trickery 7. She has a +1 Trickery because she has the Dove. So we need a 6 or better. And she gets a 5. Are you freaking kidding me? This game is just going to kill us through bad rolls. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, so right here, success, which we don't get. Failure, hurt your hand while attempting to unlock it, lose 2 Vita, try on your next turn. Oh, come on. So she loses 2 Vita just trying to open the door. So she's down to 5 health. Wow. Alright, now let's have Madmartigan do the attack. And he is going to be seeing if he can hit the skeletons with that lovely soaring hover. So he gets +15. +15. 61. Oh yeah, nails it. So that would be 76. So 76 easily hits the skeleton. He does a d6 of damage. 1d6 plus 2 damage for his actual card. So a d6 plus 2, and the soldier's helping him out, giving another +1. So it's a d6 plus 3. Yes. I wonder if we could have done this when she took out that skeleton, because it's when adjacent corporeal foe dies, tear a limb from its body and slam it into an enemy up to 2 spaces away, dealing 1d6 damage. I don't know why he couldn't do that. So we're gonna retro that. We're gonna spend a power point, and he's gonna do that. He's gonna take one of the bones from the one that the Arcanist just destroyed, and he's gonna do a d6 damage to this one by slamming it with the thigh bone. Oh my god, 1 damage. Alright, now it is time to do a d6 plus 3 for his halberd attack. Are you freak? My dice are cursed. 1. So 4 more damage down to 7. Are you kidding me? Absolute garbage. And that's the end of our round, so she no longer has the aura. She's finished with that. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Another round. She's going to try the door one more time. She has +1 trickery. She needs a 6 or higher. Wow, she just squeaks it. She gets a 6. The door's open! Yay. So she managed to do it without getting more damage. And she's going to move. She's going to move 1 space right in front of the lovely little skeleton with 7 health left. And she's going to try and hit it. Alright, try and hit it. Let's see what she gets. She gets a 63. Oh yeah, hits it, no problem. Doing 1d4 plus... does she want to add the actual bonus damage with another... Yeah, she's going to spend another... She's going to spend a power point. I think she's... Yeah, she's going to spend a power point to go with +2 damage with this one. So she has a d4 plus 4. She can take it out right here. Come on, d4 plus 4. She gets 3 and 4, 7. Yes, she takes it out all by herself. Oh, she gets +1 damage for flanking. Alright, she didn't need it. But she takes out the final skeleton. Done. And do we want to have him... No, we're not even going to try to explore this, because we'll probably just get damaged. So we've taken them out. Yes, let's get our spoils. Spoils. They both get lower 10 and 2 coins apiece. Let me get that set up. Alright, we get 4 coins. And I'm going to add that into the bag of the other coins. So now we have actually a total of 20 coins, which we're going to need. And I gave them 10 lore each. So now our Arcanist is at 20 lore. And Madmartigan, our Madman, is at 35 lore. It's 100 lore to level up. Is it ever going to happen? I don't know when. But that's a long ways from now. Alright, so they got their gold. Now, like I said, what I'm going to do, normally just transition right into the next chapter. Or, yeah, it would be chapter 2, actually, once we finish this off, into the darkness. But you know what? In the idea of the game, play it how you want to play it. It only makes sense to me. We've got our Arcanist down to 5 health. I mean, really, we're going to press on? I don't think so. We're going to go back to town. We got 17 for Mad Mardigan. So we've opened the mausoleum door, but we're not going to go into it. We're going to go back to town. So we're going to start traveling in the overland map. So it's going to flip to the day side. It's going to go to our Arcanist. And we are heading back. We're going to head back to the town. Because, yeah, otherwise, we're just way too beaten up. It doesn't make any sense. So we're at Nurian's Hollow. We have 2 options. We can go overland, and then overland to the town, or we could take the road. So let's stick to the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a stagecoach anymore. And on a 1 out of a D6, we're going to have an encounter. Otherwise, we won't. A 6. Now, where was that when it was rolling damage? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have an encounter? And this is a house rule. Of course we have an encounter. A 1. All right. Oh, and that should have switched. And it's going to be a night encounter for our madman. Oh, God. Road event at night. Hunger. Those among us afflicted with vampire bloodlust begin to feel hunger overtake them. Anybody with bloodlust must pass this or be forced to skirmish with the group. Nobody has bloodlust. Whew. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We get to Osterlink. The token passes to Arcanist at daytime. Now, in Osterlink, we can do one thing. 1. And yes, we're going to the physician because we've had the living daylights kicked out of us. And we're going to try. We have 20 gold total, is basically what we have. We're going to go to the physician. We are getting rid of, for 15 gold, we're getting rid of the sickened condition on our Arcanist. We're getting rid of that sickened condition. Perfect. We got 5 gold left, and of course bandages cost 5. Yeah. Whoops, as I smack into the camera. Beautiful. Or we can just get stitches, recover 1 vita for every coin. It would be better to spend our 5 coin on 5 stitches for our Arcanist. You know, we're going to spend 4 gold for her. She's going to restore 4 health. And then we're going to do 1 for our madman. He will get 2 because he's tough or whatever. So our madman gets 2, 19, which we got to survive the next encounters or we're toast. And she's going to get 4, which is really horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's up to 9, but she's not sickened anymore. Man, that was a horrible condition. Possessed? She's still possessed. So that's not good. But at least she's not sickened on top of it. Alright, we're going back to Nurian's Hollow now, so let's retrace our steps. Alright, we are not in great shape. Neither am I. We're going to try the overland to see if that's any different. So we're going to go right overland, which means we have to roll a 1d4 house rule. On a 1, we will have an encounter. On a 2, 3, 4, we will not. And we get a 4. So we do not get an off-road encounter. I like that ruling better. And then next we move... Oh, sorry. Daytime Mad Mardigan. So now it's nighttime. The Arcanist when we get to Nurian's Hollow. Okay. Continuing on. We are into Chapter 2. We could do a rest action. I'm almost tempted to just do a rest action right now. So we're into Chapter 2. Here's our wandering monsters. Into the darkness. You pass through the doors of the mausoleum to discover the back of the wall has crumbled, exposing an entrance to the caverns underneath Nurian's Hollow. It's dark and smells of decayed meat. Oh, lovely. Your senses tell you to run, but your bravery edges you through the hole in the wall. Yeah, of course. Nerve 4, all characters. Okay, now, Mad Mardigan has +2, so let's see what he gets. Let's roll this one. He rolls a 6, +2 is 8, no problem. And she has +1 nerve, and we need a 4, wasn't it? Yeah. She gets a 7. Oh yeah, no problem. They've been through a lot. This doesn't bother them too much. So, here we go. Continuing on. Enter the darkness. Dark without letting fear get the better of you. Confidence surges through you. The darkness penalty you receive in the next chapter is reduced by 2. There's a darkness penalty next? Okay. This game is brutal. We're not. Okay, here we go. The caves are dark, damp, and cold. You trip and stumble trying to find your way to the near blackness. After a few minutes of this waking nightmare, you notice a glow ahead. Faintly luminous mushrooms provide the only evidence that you've not left the world and stepped into Hades. The passage is narrow. You become claustrophobic and have to take deep breaths to calm yourself. Suddenly, you see movement up ahead, barely noticeable in the dark, as figures stealthily close on your position. Oh, great. That's great. Continuing on. Darkness is an effect that negatively impacts a character's effectiveness in combat. Combat that occurs in darkness is a -5 might to all melee attacks and -10 might to all ranged. Character holding an equipped light source, such as a torch, does not take these penalties. Yeah, like we can afford one. Foes automatically win first strike. Here we go from darkness. Darkness has no negative effect on creatures. Alright, so we're going to set up this map, and then we will probably leave it off. They are going to go first. Spawn 1, spawn 2, Night Stalker. Oh man, what the heck is this? Alright, let me get the map set up, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're set up for the next adventure, which will happen tomorrow, if my voice holds out. Otherwise, it might be a couple of days. 18 health apiece for the Night Stalkers. Good lord. If they roll a 0 on their attack, they turn into werewolves, which are even tougher. Fantastic. We'll get into all their details when we get into the fight. The nice thing is they get to go first, but they only have a movement of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't actually get to us to hit us the first round, but they're going to be blocking the passage. We're probably going to have Mad Mardigan going first. We don't want these two to be adjacent, so luckily we can move Mad Mardigan up here, and we can move her back there so she doesn't give him a damage every single turn, because, yeah, we need that. Alright, so thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Folklore, the Affliction, the Anniversary Edition. We're playing Story 1, and this might be our final encounter. We have Mad Mardigan at 19 health. We have our Arcanist at 9 health only. Wow. And no way to heal. So this could be it. But we'll see if we can take these guys down. Alright, thanks so much. Hope to see you tomorrow.